Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Fostoria Junior Senior High School's Tide and Tempest concert. We are showing 7 through 12 choirs today. In our gray polos, we have concert choir. This is a 9 through 12 group, currently sitting at 45 members, a big uptake from last year, in their brand new polos. Behind them in robes and/or are 2 in white polos to show off the new Una Voce polos. That's our Una Voce. They're a select ensemble. They auditioned, and it is a female ensemble only. They are going to start you off with 2 songs, and then I will come talk to you later. I lied. I'm going to talk to you now because a few of them have to move spots. Where did my notes go? Sorry. Quickly, I do want to give a couple shout outs. Miss Herrera is up in the sound booth running our music for us. This was a very last minute thing because my person who was dropped out. So thank you, Miss Herrera. Everyone, please give her a big round of applause. So I apologize in advance for any musical technical difficulties, as she was trained in about 30 seconds. Have we moved? We're good? Okay, this is Rain Has Fallen by Ruth Morris Gray.
Leaves I think upon the way.
Up next, junior high choir is going to join Una Voce and concert choir, and we are going to sing one combined piece. I really enjoy having all of them on stage. Currently between 7 through 12, we have just under 90. So we have grown, and they are doing fantastic, and we are very excited to sing Storm for you. Up next, as they move around, we have two combined pieces with our junior high and Una Voce this year. We are going to start you off with the Hurricane, and then we'll kind of bounce back and forth between choirs before we end. total. Junior high is going to close us out with Listen to the Rain. Listen to the Rain is featuring Chloe Kitchen, Ellie Saddlemeyer, and Irie Turner. Okay, our final Una Voce song of the night actually kind of has a funny story. So last year I had the students do a project where they had to do their own concert cycle. They got to pick the songs for all of the choirs, and in doing this, not only was I introduced to new music, they were also introduced to new music, and one of our seniors actually picked out this song, and she told me that I had to let them sing it this year. So of course I listened, because I listen when Sarah says something. So this is a river song picked out by Sarah Hilliard. Before our final number, I want to take a quick moment to say some thank yous. Up in the booth, Mr. Swarchek, Mr. Miller, sorry, Miss Herrera, also Mrs. Miller. She got married, and I forgot, which is funny since I was in her wedding. But thank you guys up in the booth. Thank you to our principals for coming and supporting, for everything you do for us and supporting our program. Thank you to our custodian, superintendent. Thank you to you guys for coming and supporting our students. They have worked really, really hard, and they have grown a lot more than they probably think they have. From the start of the year to now, we have made exponential growth, and I am so proud of these kids. Now, a secret that I didn't tell them, normally I save awards for until the end of the year, but I've decided to give out quarterly awards, and this is a fairly coveted thing, I think, in their eyes. But I have chosen a Most Valuable Singer award from every group for quarter one, and we're going to go in class order. So in my third period, we have a lot of standout leaders, but this goes to a sophomore who, I'm waiting for them to figure out who it is, goes to a sophomore? Pretty sure he's a sophomore, who has helped me inside and out of the classroom. Anything I need, he does. I can send him on any mission, and he'll do it willingly, for the most part. He's in my room more often than not, which sometimes is a curse more than a blessing, but I do love him very much. So, Most Valuable Singer for Concert Choir for quarter one, you can just come up here to get it. Maxwell Trent. In Una Voce, I am graced with 22 amazing singers, but there is one who, any second that she sees a moment for improvement, whether it's in her section, whether it's just the classroom environment in general, she is always giving me ideas, helping out her peers. She is someone that I've had the pleasure to work with for the last 3 years and will unfortunately have to say goodbye to her pretty soon. Picked out our last song, Sarah Hilliard. It's Hillard, I'm sorry. I always throw an extra I in there. At least I spelled it right this time. I double checked. Okay, and for our junior high. Junior high was hard to pick from because I've got 25 kids who are really willing to do anything I ask them to do. I tell them jump, they say how high, and then they go, can we take a nap afterwards? Which is fine, but like, they're not happy by that. But this student in particular, again, I've had him the entire time I've been teaching, is an 8th grader, is a boy who truly, is fantastic. He's involved other places other than my classroom. He's a member of office. I ask him to go do most anything, answer my phone, run me an errand, and he does it without question. So, Irie, I am so thankful for you. Okay. To close our concert, we are finishing with both groups, which a song I think is their favorite. Because they ask me to sing it every day, even though I'm very tired of hearing it. So we are going to finish tonight with Ballad of the Tempest. Thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate your guys' support, and I know that these kids do as well. So enjoy our final song. Maybe not. There we go.
It was
Thank you.